Hey guys, let's just have a nice chit chat. Hey guys, it's Jess from She's the Posh. Welcome back, and today I have an interesting topic for you. We're just gonna have a sit down chit chat because I really want to get your opinion on this. I make videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so please remember to hit subscribe below and ring my bell so we can become best friends here on the internet. Okay guys, I have just a chit chat, sit down. I just have a topic for us that I'm just gonna go on a tangent and just pretend like you're right across from me and we're chatting. So something I've been thinking about, because I had seen Sophie's video, which I will put down below, where she was just kind of talking about Chanel and how the crazy price increases that we all have been seeing has been affecting the investment piece of Chanel. Chanel Classic Flap is something that we considered an investment piece, that you would pay a certain price for it and then someday it would be worth more than that, right? Just like an Hermes Birkin, you know, if you pay retail, then in 5 years from now, it is going to be worth more and you can sell it and make money on it. Because Sophie used to do that on a lot of pieces. She would buy pieces, pay retail for them, keep them for about a year or two, and then sell them and make hundreds of dollars on them because they were no longer available in stores. She was always really good at that. And that's when I started watching her channel to see how she did some investment pieces. Well, she's the perfect one to talk about this, how this is affecting the market. And then when I was watching her video talking about how the price increases are affecting the investment values of these classic popular handbags, it made me think, do we have more power than we think we do? A lot of the times when we hear about these price increases and the scarcity of certain things, we think we're powerless, right? We think it's all up to the SA to be able to give us these pieces. It's all up to like the handbag fates. If I'm gonna get this, I can't control these price increases. They're gonna happen no matter what I do. What can I do? I have no power. Here's my credit card, LV. Here's my credit card, Chanel. This is all I can do. And I don't think that's exactly true, especially when you look at the investment piece. And I'm someone that doesn't necessarily like to buy things new in store, right? I'm someone that wants to get the best price. And how do I get the best price on Louis Vuitton and Chanel? Usually I go the pre-loved route. But as we could tell, the pre-loved route has changed a little bit. And why has it changed? Because I believe that Louis Vuitton and Chanel are trying to manipulate the pre-loved market by some tactics. And I don't think it's working, guys. So one of the first things that I noticed that Louis Vuitton did, I had a video a while ago with their marketing stuff, how I realized that they are trying to make Louis Vuitton more exclusive. They are trying to make it so it has more value by having less of the canvas pieces. They are also making their canvas pieces less often, and they are also making them the same price as leather pieces. For example, this utility bag that I got here, when I purchased this just not even a year ago, guys, I want to say this was like 10 months ago. I bought this bag for $2,900. Now retails over $3,000, less than a year later. It is over $3,000. And this bag was the same price as the leather version. So they had this in the black. And I didn't care for the black with this because it didn't look as good. I loved the monogram. I loved how this looked with this style bag. And normally this would be cheaper than leather because the materials to make this don't cost as much as leather. And leather is perceived to be more valuable than canvas. And that's why people are so upset about the prices. Well, Louis Vuitton is trying to encourage people to buy more leathers because they want to be known for their leathers and not their canvas pieces. And in my video where I was talking about this, is that I thought this would be a huge mistake, that they would be losing money on this. I don't understand why Louis Vuitton is trying to change their image to be more exclusive when they were known as being one of the introductory brands for people that love luxury. They have canvas pieces. They have pieces, yes, they're not cheap, but they are affordable for luxury that you'll be able to get. They're known for their canvas pieces. They're known for their durability. They're known for luggage, for heaven's sakes. That's where they started. They started as being a luggage brand, and now they don't want to be that anymore. They're trying to change that image. And I don't think it's working, guys. And especially I know we had the pandemic, and you're going to say, well, the pandemic, but they were doing this switch before the pandemic happened. And because they did this switch before the pandemic happened, it hurt them even more when all the stores were closed. So when you try to alienate a certain price point of people, you're gonna lose a decent amount of revenue for that. So they were already trying to like, okay, we're gonna switch. We know we're gonna kind of lose these people, but we're gonna gain the people that we want. It kind of reminded me of, do you remember when like Abercrombie and Fitch, they wanted a certain type of person. So you remember getting drowned by the perfume at Abercrombie and Fitch, their clothes were super small, right? Even like a medium was an extra small because they wanted a skinny girl, big beefy guy. Like they wanted a certain person to wear their clothes, which is disgusting and gross, in my opinion. And I didn't know if Louis Vuitton wanted a person in a certain price bracket, right? They didn't like that there was people that they might consider not their ideal customer being able to buy vintage pieces or being able to buy secondhand pieces for an affordable price in the canvas and rocking that, because I guess they didn't think it went with their image. These are all my theories and opinions, but they thought, okay, the canvas is so well done, like there's so many fakes and stuff like that. We want people to carry our leather pieces and not our canvas pieces. So they're trying to switch because they want to be known for more luxurious and not as the brand that is always replicated the canvas and stuff that's everywhere. So they're trying to do away with the canvas, and therefore they alienated a group. And now we have the pandemic. That happened. Their stores are closed. They're not able to produce as much material, so their sales are hurting, right? So what is their solution to this? You know, what would have been a solution that would have worked? I would have thought is, let's make more affordable canvas pieces that we can sell. Let's get some more cute canvas pieces that people will love, because it doesn't cost them as much to produce that as it does leather pieces. Like the canvas pieces, let's do that. Let's produce some amazing, fun pieces. But they didn't, guys. They decided we're gonna just stick to the original plan, make our pieces crazy expensive, and we'll just do price increases, right? Because price increases will help us get some of those sales that we lost. Guys, that's not going to work, because just because you raise the price on something doesn't mean you increase the value of it and want people to want to get it. When you increase the price of something, you make it more out of reach for people that would get it. So therefore you're not going to sell as many pieces. So what happens when that happens? We're like, okay, we're not making the money we wanted. Let's raise the price again, and that's not gonna work. What you notice is a lot of luxury brands will have, Versace has Versace jeans, like that kind of brand, which is like a higher end but a more affordable price point, because then they can make some extra money on that. You have Tory Burch, and then you have Tory Burch Sport. So these are pieces that are a little bit more affordable than the regular Tory Burch clothing and bags and shoes. So that's something that people do, is so they can get more revenue, because at the end of the day, they're trying to make money, guys. And what they thought would happen is, even though you and I, other people, we can afford these bags, we don't see the value in them, right? We don't see the value in spending over $3,000 for a canvas piece from Louis Vuitton. No value there. That's ridiculous. And even on the secondhand market, yes, they're going over retail, but we're not going to see that return, right? Because if we try to sell a bag ourselves, people are not going to want to buy over retail for us. They're going to want under retail because it's a used bag. And if we sell to Fashion File is going to offer us like pennies on the dollar for this piece if we want to sell it, and then they're going to sell it over retail. So we're not seeing the value in paying over $3,000 for a canvas piece. Even some of their leather pieces, we're not seeing that value because there's no investment there because of what you've guys done to the market. On the resale market, people are going to want to pay less than retail. And if they're paying over retail, they would rather just pay retail if they want to pay it. So what you're noticing is the people that were going to spend that kind of money, that can afford to spend that kind of money, don't want to, because they don't see the value because of what is happening on the secondhand and resale markets, because there aren't people that are willing to spend that kind of money. There's no value in your product anymore when you get crazy with the price increases. If I was in charge of Louis Vuitton, I would have it so there are more canvas pieces. I would bring some fun, small, cute bags that are more affordable and stop raising the prices and making them the same as leather, because it's not going to work, Louis Vuitton. You're just going to keep raising the prices and alienating people and losing people. Another thing I thought of is Chanel. The crazy price increases. We used to think with Chanel, if you buy a classic flap, it's going to be worth more money. What you're noticing is nobody wants to spend like $7,000, $8,000 on a classic flap. They're not going to buy it new in store. They're not going to do that. Where's the value in that? They might as well get an Hermes Birkin. That's what everybody's saying. Because if they buy the Hermes Birkin at that price, it is immediately worth more money. Immediately on the secondhand market, it is worth more money because there is value in getting that Birkin piece. Whereas you have the classic flap that you see those with Sophie explained, the medium large, which that is one of my favorite sizes on there. People on the secondhand market ain't gonna be paying $8,000 for it, $9,000, $10,000. They're not going to pay over retail for it. So you buying that piece brand new, you're not going to make any money on it. It's not an investment piece for you. But people are willing to pay $5,000, $6,000, maybe just under $5,000 for those pieces. So that's what you're noticing, that people are not going to spend that high price point Chanel that you think they are for a bag when it is not going to be worth a lot to them at the end. So what are people going to do? They're going to buy their things secondhand. And we control that market. So you're going to have more people going the secondhand route, but they're only going to buy bags under retail. So if we just refuse to buy these pieces, if we just refuse to pay over retail in the secondhand market, those bags are going to sit there, right? And what's going to happen? They're going to have to reduce them, right? They're not going to have crazy prices on their bags. They're going to have to reduce those prices. So that made me think, the way that they thought this was going to play out, the way that Chanel thought it was going to work, the way that Louis Vuitton thought it would work, they just think that they can rely on their name and that's going to make the difference. But what's happening, guys? You're seeing like Saint Laurent, you're seeing other beautiful designers. Prada is killing it right now. They're coming up with some fun. They're taking classic pieces they have and they're not charging us crazy amounts of money for it. Yes, they put rhinestones on something, but their bags with the rhinestones and all that stuff and the embellishments is still under $2,000. It's $1,900. They also have these really cute bags that are nylon that are just under $1,000. That's what people are doing right now. People are still spending money, Louis Vuitton and Chanel, but they are spending it with other designers. And I just think that you guys have made, which I said back in the day with my video that people like criticized me on, because they thought, some people criticized and they thought that what I was saying is like, well, it should be more exclusive. We should, not everybody should be able to afford a luxury because then it's not luxury. But at the end of the day, this is marketing and it's about making money at the end of the day. It's about value, perceived value, and making money at the end of the day for all of these businesses. And the fact that they keep raising their prices means they're not doing well. No business is going to keep raising prices when they're doing well. My opinion as a professional, but Louis Vuitton and Chanel are hurting and they're not doing as well as they want everyone to think. They think raising prices is going to be a quick fix, and that's just putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. They need to just completely revamp and come up with some more affordable pieces like these itty bitty small bags that they're trying to sell for $3,000. That's what people are able to afford. They're not going to buy that. They're not. It's not working out, Chanel. You need to rethink it. And especially when you show jewelry, they had these new jewelry pieces that they put on their website, and on their own website, because I got a screenshot of this before they fixed it, they actually had one of their earrings that is embellished missing a gemstone, guys. A product they're trying to sell, the actual picture of the product missing a gemstone. So it's like, Chanel, you can't keep increasing these prices. And if there's no value there, people ain't gonna pay that. So what do you guys think? Do you think we have more power than we think we do? Like, you can blame it, some of it, on what happened with the shutdowns and all that stuff and not being able to produce as many things and all that stuff. You can blame it on that all you want, but they were doing this way back before the pandemic, when I saw like Louis Vuitton was trying to make these changes and Chanel was making these changes. So let me know, because definitely I believe that price increases means a company isn't doing well. Saint Laurent does price increases, but they usually do it once or twice a year. And we're talking like things go up $50. Things go up like $100 at the most. And with Chanel, things are going up thousands of dollars, $500, $600, crazy price increases. So let's discuss this. And are we just gonna all like ban getting new products from this? And let's see if we can control the pre-loved market. Let's see if we can get it to come down. I'd be curious, like if this would actually, if we could all band together, what we could do. And as always, guys, I wanna thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again. Bye, guys.